Hello, it is Chris, and I'm actually dressed up a little bit because I'm about to go out to dinner. But I wanted to quickly get out our newsletter, and I wanted to thank everybody who came to the Toys for Tots event on Wednesday. We raised almost 200 toys. It was a great event, even though the weather was a little rainy and cool outside. It was very warm and festive inside. And thank you so much for everybody who came by. Also, kind of wanted to talk to you about what's happening right now as a recap of what we're going to talk about of 2023. And I think that the three big stories for 2023 are number one, mortgage rates, number two, lack of inventory, and number three, where prices went or didn't really go as predicted. So first was interest rates. Interest rates, when we started the year, we were in the low sixes, about 6.25, 6.3%. And the predictions were that we would see rates go up a little bit to maybe 6.5, but then we would see rates come down in the second half of the year to be somewhere between 5.5 and 6% for the 30-year fixed mortgage. Well, obviously that didn't happen. We saw rates continue to increase. We saw rates close to 8% in October, and then rates now are down to 7, and we're actually seeing a lot of rates quoted in the mid sixes right now for mortgages. So we're going to see probably that number end up just below 7% by the end of the year. So that's kind of number one. Number two was inventory. We really saw no inventory this year. For the first time in decades, we're going to probably see a total number of homes sold to be in about the 4 million homes range. That is significant. On average, we see about 5.5 to 5.7 million homes sold every year. So we're well below what is average, and that's going to take a lot of time to make up. When you think about the number of people that probably wanted to move, there were 1.7 million people that didn't this past year. So we're going to see those people kind of get in the backlog of what's going to happen for 24, 25, and 26. And that's one kind of coming down to the last chart where the predictions were that we were going to see a big correction in the housing market after the run up during the pandemic. And then some people were saying that we would see maybe a 10, but even as high as a 20% correction. And that did not happen. In fact, we saw just about the opposite. We saw that rates were continuing to increase at the beginning of the year, year over year. Then we saw the dip. When we saw where people were running for the rates in the April, May, June of last year before the rates went up into the 6% range. But in the fall, we saw rates in median prices of homes, sorry, not rates, but median prices of home evaluations actually increasing. And so the end of the year is through September, October, we're seeing 2 to 3% increases year over year. We expect to see those same numbers in November and December, so that overall we expect to see about a 2% increase in appreciation instead of what was predicted to be a fairly significant decrease. So that's what we're going to see for 2023. I hope that everybody has a wonderful holiday. Happy Hanukkah. And I hope that everybody is staying warm and dry with this weather that we've been having recently. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.